Hey guys, so I want to share with you one of my trades which I had taken and I booked that trade today. I had entered in that trade last week and this has been one of my best trades till date. So the trade was in Bank Nifty and Bank Nifty kind of gave a breakdown today and we were expecting this to happen. The trade is in two parts and I'm going to tell you it in two parts. Firstly, there were some call options that had sold last week and they were the 45,800 call option and the 46,000 call option. If I tell you the premiums that I'd got, the premiums on the 45,800 call option was somewhere around 270 when I sold it, and in the 46,000 were around 250 points when I had sold it. I'm going to show you the whole position as well and what all the payoff diagram was. But firstly, two divisions of this trade. Firstly, there is the future trade which I had taken on Monday, and then last week I'd taken some call options that I'd sold. So it was a bear call strategy which I deployed. And you also need to note that this profit that you are seeing overall P&L for these trades, it is based on a capital which was around 10-12 lakhs. So the whole margin that was required on this trade was around 10-12 lakhs. So I have got a profit of around 10% on that trade, and I'm quite happy with the 10% profit. 10% is considered good in option selling, in my opinion. And percentage wise as well, this has been a great trade for me. Now, discussing about why I entered the trade and what was the reason behind the trade. Firstly, let's replay and let's see the date. So I had entered in this trade on 12th of September. So what happened on 12th of September, if you see, this is the 12th of September, what happened was that there was a gap up opening, but the gap couldn't sustain. And my logic was that this gap would get filled and Bank Nifty could head lower. So the whole logic was that this gap up won't sustain and we might see a dip in the market. The second reason for this was these swing highs were also nearby. And I thought that even if my trade goes wrong or my entry goes wrong on the sold call options, this could be a major resistance level that could be there in the market. And another option, another view I had was, if you see the Fibonacci retracement from the high to the low, we had retraced somewhere around 78.6% in Bank Nifty. And this made me believe that, yes, the retracement has been quite good, but now the sellers might enter again in this market. And this was the same day wherein we saw last week mid caps giving a strong downtrend. And we saw a great profit booking in mid cap and small cap stocks. So the whole reason was that this is somewhere a resistance level, and what I could do is sell the OTM call options. So I entered somewhere when Bank Nifty was around 45,700, and this is the point where I entered in this trade. Now, what happened after that, we need to see, but I told you that my stop loss in this trade was above these swing highs. So the strategy which I deployed, and I'll show you, my break even was according to this mindset and this view that I had. Now, what happened the next day? Let's see. Next day, we saw that Bank Nifty did go lower, but then a strong bounce came on the upside, and then Bank Nifty closed around 45,900. And at this point, I first thought that in the morning, I got a good dip and I was in good profits. So should have I booked that trade? But then I thought, no, my targets was that I need to achieve 8 to 10% on this trade. So before I don't achieve that 8 to 10%, I shouldn't exit this trade. So for this reason, I didn't exit this trade and kept on holding to this trade. Now, after that, the next day, another day of strong uptrend. But yes, my stop loss was still intact and my stop loss wasn't hit on this position. And this was 14th of September. That was a Thursday. Then next day is quite important to see. Now we went near my stop loss level. And this was the big reason was, I'll show you the news which was there. And this was that HDFC Bank is likely to see inflows of 650 million. And this includes inflows due to rebalancing in some indexes. So there were some rebalances which were happening. So on Friday, this was supposed to happen. And because of that, HDFC Bank gave a strong upside move with high volume. But then on Monday, I had messaged everyone that on Monday, HDFC Bank was kind of seeing a profit booking. So I said that today's move in HDFC Bank raises the question of whether the high volume and Friday's movement were primarily due to the FTSE rebalancing that had happened. So now this gave me the confidence on Monday that we are seeing a profit booking from the higher level. So it is beneficial that these are kind of topping out signs and we aren't able to sustain above this level. So then at 46,200, when Bank Nifty was around 46,200, I on Monday entered into 4 lots of short side trade in Bank Nifty futures as well. And my target on this trade was 300 points. So 300 meaning I would exit this trade somewhere around these level, which were the 45,900. And my stop loss was 200 points above, and that was the swing highs. So I was like, I will take this trade. And then on Friday, we saw Bank Nifty closing near the lower levels and below 46,000. So this gave me confidence that my sold call options, which were the 46,000 and the 45,800, this could be profitable and we could be in a beneficial position because Bank Nifty is closing near the lower levels and below 46,000. Now, what is important is you could say that I should have booked these trades, but let me show you what the strategy was. The 45,800, I had sold 15 lots at 276 premium, and then 46,025 lots I had sold at 253. So if we go and see, the maximum profit that I could achieve on this trade was somewhere around 1,20,000. And the maximum loss was higher, but my loss level was that I'm just gonna keep my stop loss above the swing highs. So maximum profit for me, which is 1,20,000, was somewhere around 45,800. If we expire below that, I will have a maximum profit. But even if we stay above 46,125, that was my break-even point. So below 46,125 as well, I would be profitable. And where did we close on Friday? We closed at 45,979. So I thought that Tuesday is a holiday in the market. And even if we open flat, so my logic was just that if I see a flat opening as well after a holiday, I will get a good profit on this trade. So I thought that it is best to hold this trade along with the futures trade. I know that it was a big risk that I was taking while holding these position overnight, but it was, in my opinion, not that high risk because it was a calculative risk that I was taking because my strikes were not against me and they were safe. My options weren't against me at that point on Monday and they were safe. And today, there is Fed FOMC meeting as well. And before Fed FOMC meeting on Monday and Tuesday, usually the market volume is not that high. So I thought that the move against me won't be there overnight and we might just open flat or gap down. That's what I was seeing. And the whole targets for my position were 45,800. Now, if we go and see where we opened today. So now today we opened somewhere around 45,500. HDFC Bank had a negative news today, and because of that, we saw a gap down opening. And as soon as we opened, after some time, I saw that we are kind of taking a support in the first 15 minutes. So I thought it is best, as I've achieved targets on my trades, it is best to book out my trades. And I think these trades were quite successful. They were quite good in my opinion because I got somewhere around 10% on my capital in these trades. So this is, in my opinion, considered a good profit. So this was the trade breakdown that I wanted to show you. And while replaying that, what was the mindset that I had when I took this trade? So mainly, I think I took a calculative risk and I was rewarded for that risk today. But I would say whenever you see someone's profit or loss, just compare it to the amount of capital that they had used while taking the trade. You might see this number as big, but it is just 10% of the capital that I was trading with. So it is important to consider the amount of capital that has been infused. Now, talking about the market or Bank Nifty from here, Bank Nifty is at a very crucial level. I think there is more weakness that could come because there was no buying today. No buyers were there in the market, and this signals that the weakness could continue in the market. Bank Nifty, if it goes below 45,300, then the next target for Bank Nifty will be 45,000 to 44,800. This range could also be tested if we break 45,300. So in my opinion, if you're a buyer, don't just buy the dip right now. Wait for some consolidation and wait for some support to come in the market and then only enter as a buyer. And if you're someone who was trading with me on the short side as I was trading, then yes, hold on to your trades. And I think a move lower is possible in the coming days or the coming weeks. If you like the video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. And do let me know in the comment section that if you all were also able to capture today's move of Bank Nifty towards the downside. Thank you.